Temecula Valley new construction update. That's what we're talking about today. This is going to be part one of two because there's a lot of new construction going on in our valley. So let's get to it. Hi, Jessica Janung here with Active Realty and the Janung team. If we have not met yet, thanks so much for checking out my channel. We would love it if you would smash that like button or hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when we post a new video, which is every Wednesday. So Temecula Valley new construction, like I said in the intro, we're going to break this up into two videos because there's a lot of new construction going on right now. So today's video is going to be about Temecula, Murrieta, South Winchester, and then we are going to cover Menifee in my part two video because there's especially a lot of new construction going on out there. We are going to be starting in Temecula with Sommers Bend. Sommers Bend is pretty much the only new construction building going on right now for your tract home communities. So by the way, I got a tour of the new Sommers Bend clubhouse the other day. It's been open for a few months now, and I'm going to roll some footage here behind me of a really beautiful clubhouse. I was really impressed by very large resort style pool. There's also a lap pool over by the fitness center. Speaking of the fitness center, you don't need a gym membership because it was gorgeous. There is also a little bar outside, and there is some rental areas too, like a really nice kind of barn style facility that you could rent out for an event, like if you're having a baby shower or an engagement party that has an indoor area and a really nice patio outside with like a nice kitchen barbecue type area. Really beautiful. So we'll start with Woodside Homes in Sommers Bend. They have wrapped up their current construction for the most part. So Everview is sold out. I think they still have 2 models to close, but those are under contract. And Canopy is also wrapping up. I know they still have a few more homes to sell in there, but they have a long wait list. So I think besides like a miracle cancellation, I think those communities are going to be done. But Woodside has a couple new communities that are highly anticipated. I have several clients asking about that. So far as I know, the wait list or the priority list is not quite open yet. So those communities are going to be Acacia and Upton, and they are supposed to be opening in the winter is what I hear. So hopefully soon. Not quite sure exactly when that's going to be yet, but they're going to be pretty large floor plans. So Acacia is going to be 3,058 square feet, is going to be the smallest home, all the way up to 4,524 square feet. So that is going to be huge for a new construction home in our area. I actually can't think of any new construction homes in our area, normal tract home, not custom homes, but normal tract home builders that are that large. So moving on to Upton. Those floor plans are starting at 2,241 square feet, and they're going to go up to 4,280 square feet. So those are going to be quite large as well, and looking forward to those opening. Let's move on to Esplanade, which is the only 55 and older single family home community in Temecula, and it's gated. Automatic gate with the button type remote, not guard gated, but Esplanade has also been a very popular community. So when it opened, it had an over 200 person wait list. I've had a couple clients buy homes in there. It's really nice. And actually they have a separate clubhouse from the rest of Sommers Bend, which is going to be very nice as well, but it's going to be only for Esplanade. And that is opening, well, they're doing previews, I believe this coming weekend. I got an email for like a couple hours. They're going to do previews of their new clubhouse. And then I think it's going to be opening to the residents and everything later this month from what I hear. So really beautiful. It's going to have a fitness center, a pool spa, of course, a wine courtyard, a culinary garden. It has pickleball and bocce ball courts, and it's going to have an on-site lifestyle manager. So I'm sure they're going to have a lot of events where those residents can get to know their neighbors. So the nice thing about Esplanade, where it stands right now, is that they have a lot of standing inventory. So last time I was in there, this is my price sheet. You can see, they have couple dozen houses for sale. I don't know, at least 15 or so houses that are for sale right now. And there's even a couple of quick move-ins. So one is available for November if you were looking for something quick, a couple in December, and then there's some lots that are available too. So those are you're going to be looking more like May timeframe for those, but they have many different floor plans available, so you're not going to have to wait on the wait list like before. When they had the 200-person wait list, you were having to wait several phases to get a home. Now they have standing inventory, so you have your choice of a lot of homes and lots. So why do they have so much standing inventory right now when we're in such a strong seller's market? Well, like a lot of builders, they have been pushing the prices up quite rapidly. So I kind of think that they have reached a threshold a little bit with the prices, just my personal opinion, where they're not selling completely through their phase releases. So they're still selling, but just not flying off the shelf like they were before. I believe they opened up, from what I recall, at the beginning of this year. So the price increases have been pretty rapid, but I also wonder, I haven't tried this with a client, but with this much standing inventory, and especially for some of these quicker move-ins like the November or December one, maybe they would even consider offers at this point. We don't know till we try. Real quick, check out down below in the description, I have a link where you can sign up for our weekly newsletter. In this newsletter, we have a subsection where we give new construction updates every week about these different communities that are opening, closing, cancellations, pricing information, everything you need to know. Check it out down below in the description. So let's move over to Murrieta and talk about new construction still selling in Murrieta. So at Spencer's Crossing, it's pretty much last call for Spencer's Crossing. All the new construction is almost all completely sold out, but there is a few homes left, so we'll go through those. So at Aspen, Pulte's Aspen community in Spencer's Crossing, they have one home left, and it is the single-story model. So it's a 3-bedroom plus a den, single-story. It has a built-in patio cover off the back, which was an expensive upgrade. It's going to come with a washer, dryer, refrigerator, built-in barbecue, and the solar is going to be included in that as well. It's priced at $699. It hasn't been selling, and so they have pretty much said that they will look at any offer. So might be a chance to get that one for a little bit less. Moving on to another community in Spencer's Crossing, Overland by TriPoint, which by the way was formerly Party Homes. So these are Party Homes floor plans, which Party Homes, which sold or merged or whatever with TriPoint, has some really very desirable floor plans in our area. So that community sold very quickly, but they do have 2 homes left, and they're currently dirt lots, but the structural choices have already been chosen. So they're the single-story floor plan, the Savannah. It's like a 2,800 square foot single story, and I believe that they're both corner lots. And I actually got a video, kind of one of them from the models. You can see the corner that I'm talking about, but they're priced at $644,000, and I believe the other one is priced at $649,000, right around there. And the difference in the 2 pricing on those is that in the structural options, one they just left the 3rd bathroom as a powder room, and the other one they made it another full bathroom to give you 3 full bathrooms, I believe. So last chance on that community before they sell the models, and then Spencer's Crossing is done. There's no more new construction communities opening in Spencer's Crossing that I know of. So those 3, the 1 Pulte home, the 2 TriPoint homes at Overland, that's going to be the last chance to get a home in there, unless we see some more cancellations. So before build out is complete, because they're still finishing building these last few phases, there could be some cancellations. I have had several clients get lucky on getting cancellations. One got a Savannah that canceled, that's going to be moving in here in a couple months, I believe. And another one got a Magnolia, which was a very hard plan to get, but he got super lucky, got a Magnolia with a great backyard, no rear neighbor, deck overlooking the mountain view in the cul-de-sac. Sometimes you can get lucky. So if you have your heart set on a plan and there's no more available, let me know, because I do often get word when there is cancellations. So the next community we're going to be talking about is right across the street from Spencer's Crossing, and it's called Sutton Ranch, and it is a Beazer Homes community. And I kind of have to apologize, but this community kind of snuck up on me a little bit. Beazer, they were closing out another community and they were starting this one, and they already have a kind of a huge wait list. They're only building like 55 homes there, and they already have an over 70-person wait list. So there is still a chance to get a home in here, but you would have to be very patient. The sales rep quoted maybe even like a year and a half out. All of those 70 people, they're not necessarily going to move forward, but that list is going to be ticking up all the while. So if you want one of these great homes, I'll tell you why they're so popular. You're going to want to get on that list ASAP, and then it's not going to be guaranteed that you would get a home. But these homes are, well, the big thing about them is that the average lot size is going to be over 22,000 square feet. So an acre is like 44,000 square feet. So the average lot size is going to be half an acre. And when I saw their models the other day, they have ginormous backyards. One even has a pool. They hardly ever put like a pool in the backyard. But I remember thinking, oh, this is not going to be representative of what the rest of the lots are going to look like. But if their average lot size is 22,000, those model lot sizes, they're not completely unrealistic. A half acre lot is a really good size lot. So they are going to range in size from about 2,300 square feet to a little over 3,300 square feet. And actually their two-story floor plan, when I was taking a walk through it, it really reminded me of Overland Tri-Point's Magnolia floor plan. So if maybe you missed out on a Magnolia, I might consider this Beezer Homes community called Sutton Ranch. There is no HOA at Sutton Ranch, so it's right across the street from Spencer's Crossing, but you're not going to have access, of course, to the Spencer's Crossing amenities because there is no HOA there. So, and although Spencer's Crossing is Murrieta, Sutton Homes is Winchester. So it's kind of funny, they list the assigned schools here in their flyer. So Harvest Hill Steam Academy, which a lot of the new construction in Spencer's Crossing is zoned for that school. Bell Mountain is the middle school, and then they say Paloma Valley for the high school, but I actually kind of wonder if that's actually correct. Might be something to look into, because most of the homes in that area, including the new construction area of Spencer's Crossing, they're being rezoned for the brand new Liberty High School that just opened this year. Although they only opened, I believe, to freshmen and sophomores, so maybe that's why they're still including Paloma Valley on their sheet. But eventually, I think, I can't guarantee it, but I think that it's all going to be rezoned for that Liberty High School there. So this has already been a really popular community, like I said. Actually, so I mentioned that one, the 3,300 square foot one, that was kind of like the Magnolia, which is also about 3,300 square feet. But the sales rep actually told me that their single story is the most popular one. So it's a little over 3,000 square feet, single story. And if you get a nice yard, I can see why that would be popular. So let me know if you're interested in this community. Okay, we're gonna move further into the Winchester, French Valley area, the south area of Winchester, which is a popular area because a lot of it is zoned for Temecula Unified School District, and a lot of the schools have high rankings. So this is a popular area for people who want newer homes, want a little bit larger lot sizes, and you get out of the hustle and bustle of Temecula and like Murrieta Hot Springs area once you get out into Winchester. So Pulte Eagle Crest, this is a little bit confusing. So Eagle Crest was an existing Pulte community that is just about sold out. I think they still have to sell their models, but besides cancellations, they're just about sold out. But as I always say, these cancellations do become available. I've had a couple clients recently that got in their Poppy community. They have 3 sub-communities in Eagle Crest, and the Poppy community are like the medium-sized homes, and I had a couple clients recently get cancellations in there. So that does happen, but this is pretty much sold out. So the confusing part about this community is that they're opening another community down the street called Eagle Vista. So Eagle Crest is the old community that's closing out. Eagle Vista is going to be the new community. Why they couldn't have chose a less confusing name, I don't know, but so the new community is just right down Washington from Eagle Crest. It's just about a mile down the road. It's on the left, and they are already pre-selling. They've released the first phase. I have some of the pricing, but they haven't broken ground yet. They're like still moving around dirt. So it's very early, but they're already selling. So this community, Eagle Vista, is going to have some of the largest floor plans of the 3 sub-communities in Eagle Crest. So you've got the Easton, which is the largest single-story floor plan at Ambrosia, and you've got the Prodigy, which is the largest plan at Poppy, and then you've got the Ashford, and you've got the Shelton, which are a couple large floor plans that were in, what was the larger community? Verbena. Verbena was the larger community over there at Eagle Crest. So in their first phase that they just released, the Ashford is starting at about $706,000, and they released a Shelton that had a Gen Suite option for $722,000, and Easton was the single story, that's going to be your least expensive, at $616,000, and these were a little over 7,000 square foot lots, so these were medium-sized lots. Pulte, I do anticipate this community is going to be quite popular because Eagle Crest sold out. They sold through much quicker than they were anticipating. So that was a very popular community. So I expect Eagle Vista to be as popular. One thing to note that I was just informed about the phase release that they just released is that they are back to the easy offer process. So where the home buyers that are on the priority list are all going to have a chance to bid on the lots. So the one good thing about that is it doesn't really matter where you're at on the list, you can bid. I just judging by these prices, because these are large homes and these prices are already kind of on the high end of new construction for our area, I don't anticipate there being a wild amount of bids on these lots, but you never know. I'll have to look into it and find out kind of how the sales are going, and I'll keep you posted. Very important information that I want to talk about right now is to make sure that you take your knowledgeable and experienced agent with you the very first time you visit a new construction community if you want independent representation. If you do not, they will typically not later allow you independent representation. So I get this call normally about once a week, it seems like lately, where someone's been to a new construction community, they decide that they like it, they want my help, but they've already signed in and are recognizable at that community, and they're no longer going to be allowed to have a realtor. So don't let that happen to you. If you want help, take your agent. If you don't have an agent, give us a call. We'd love to meet you over there. So let's move on to another Winchester community, Lennar's The Reserve community. So the Reserve has two sub-communities. You've got Winbrook, which is the smaller homes, and you have Weatherstone, which is the larger homes. And Weatherstone in particular has sold very quickly. Typically, the larger homes are the most popular in our area, and they have the next gen home, their largest home, which is the one with the kind of home within a home where it's got its own kitchenette, like kind of like a mother-in-law unit in there. So that home always has kind of a long wait list, as do the larger homes are more popular. So those, they haven't had very much inventory of that as of late, but Winbrook, their smaller homes community, they have, there is definitely a better chance to get a home at Winbrook, it seems like. So I had a client just recently get a home at Winbrook, so they have 3 different floor plans. They got the largest plan, which caps out at 1823 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom plus a small loft upstairs, plus you have an additional flex space downstairs, which could almost be like a downstairs bedroom, but it doesn't have a closet, but you do have that additional space, maybe an office, maybe a playroom is what that room would probably be at my house. But those homes, this community in general is probably the best new construction value in our area, in my opinion, just based on the prices. And with Lennar, you're not going to have to worry about getting out of your budget by going to the design center, because most of what you see in the models is going to be included. So they have just a few different kinds of cabinets to choose from that look nice, and a few different kinds of countertops to choose from. And at this community, they're actually offering quartz as a standard option. That's always an upgrade at other communities. So these homes should be very nice, and they're pretty reasonably priced for new construction in our area. So these smaller homes are starting in kind of like the low 500s, like 529, 535. My client bought that plan 3 for 546. So, and that included the lot premium and everything. The only items that you typically can upgrade at the design center is going to be the flooring and the backsplash, and maybe if you want to add some window coverings. So that's a community that I recommend checking out. If you're not ready to purchase right now, like say one of these Lennar homes that I just discussed, because that is a smaller community, I forget exactly how many homes, maybe 80 or something homes, so it's not going to be selling for very long. But Lennar is going to be opening another community, which I have very preliminary information about. I do not have details, but I believe it's going to be called Willow Springs, and it's on the other side of Winchester, kind of across from the French Valley Airport, near Benton Road area. So we'll probably put this map that I have up on the screen so that you can see the exact area that I'm talking about. But this is supposed to be a collection of 283 single family homes. So there's going to be a lot more Lennar homes coming to the area, which will be nice. So in our part 2 of our new construction update video, I'm going to be going over the Menifee communities, just so this isn't a 20 or 30 minute long video. But I do want to mention one Menifee cancellation that I thought was a good deal, and time it might be gone by the time we make this part 2 video. So I did get word that Heritage Lake had a plan 2 that recently canceled, and it is $568,000, and the previous buyers put in about $20,000 in flooring, and the sales rep told me that they actually took that off the price of the home, so it's almost like you would be getting the updated flooring for free. So I thought I would mention that, since my Menifee video is not going to be until the next time. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.